Good morning. Taking a nice clearing breath and coming into our sitting or laying, whatever it is that you're doing today, how you're honoring your space and your place. I'd love to know what part of your practice you're practicing, where you're experiencing your challenges, and where you're experiencing your comfort and your uncomfortableness. I guess we could better way to place it. There's a really strong stillness today that I sense. Really strong it feels like the world is actually more grounded today. It seems like the frenetic energy has peaked and is now waning, coming out, pulling back out, softening. You know, if there's any one curve that needs to be flattened, it's the curve of that of the human race living in the sympathetic nervous system. Dr. Eugene Choi said he believes in his studies that 70% of our life is spent up in the sympathetic nervous system. 70%. So now that we're becoming experts at flattening curves, let's congruently at the same time flatten that sympathetic curve as well. That curve is filled with anxieties and fears and doubt and worries, doomsdays. And take our deep breath, and that's how we get there, is by taking that deep diaphragmatic breath into the lower abdomen, letting it expand up into the top region, out to the sides. And then we exhale from the sides and then back down. Oh, good morning, Fran. So lovely to have you here. Thank you. So back to working with our grounding and our centering and aligning. And keeping that center point. And think of the spine and how it protects and nourishes and has a home for our nervous system. I'd love to know how the grounding, centering, and aligning is going for you. And then as we step into that, we obviously bring the breath with it. And from the breath, we get our still point, where we bring in our mantra meditation. So there's the beginning and the building of your sacred practice. And it is sacred. You know, we fit so many appointments into our life. And the most important appointment is the one with ourself. You know, we get directions on how to cook something on a box of food that we buy from the store. We get a car, it comes with a manual. We do a home renovation, we have a book to refer to. Or we have somebody that tells us how to do it, you know, explains to us how we can get it done. But yet there's the three most important things in our lives is how to raise children, our next generation, how to take care of ourselves, how do we manage our brain, and how do we concentrate? So the mantra meditation allows us to find a place to concentrate. And then from there, I invite you to find something today where you can focus on something and complete it. Complete that concentration without interruption. And I invite you to start to exercise that muscle of concentration. And I invite you to bring someone into your life and exercise that point of concentration with you. It could be as simple as really paying attention to your spouse today when they speak to you. Like really 150% concentration. Or a child, or your neighbor. They'll probably be freaked out because you'll be so attune with what they're saying. And how that comes back to us in our mirror neurons is we become more attuned to ourselves. It becomes a greater habit. So here we are creating our habits, our most important habits. Nobody teaches us really how to concentrate. So let's go into that. Let's go into our mantra meditation now. First, we're going to, and that's another thing I wanted to suggest as well. When you are preparing your sacred practice in the morning, it is a practice. So just like when you get into the shower, you'll take off your clothes, you get in the shower, you soap up, you dry off, you get dressed again. Well, you're not going to go into your sacred practice and start meditating. Just boom, sit down. Okay, I'm going to meditate. No, first we'll ground. First we ground, we feel our sit bones, and we create that container for ourselves. Feel our sit bones on our seat. And just check with our back and see that we're relatively aligned, straight. Nothing wonky, just a natural curve in the low back. So feel our feet on the ground. Connect with the earth energy. And allow it to drop. Imagine that line going from the center on the earth to the bottom of the perineum, through the spine, up through the crown, up into the sky, past the stars, past the solar system, into the galaxy, as far as with fine line with divine or source, creator, higher self. And if you don't have a word for it, make it be whatever it is, because our imagination is our reality. So imagine the biggest and the finest and bestest life that you can imagine. My vow is bliss. Live bliss, teach bliss, be bliss. Educate, embody, and euphoria. Euphoria got my attention. Yes, that's where I want to live. Hence my company, blissbe.me. Integrative Holistic Health. Deborah O'Neill. Yeah. Why not? If we're going to hang around here, let's do it in bliss. I hope you join me with that. Okay, back to our feet, dropping into the earth. Going right down to that central core. That crystalline core, that energy, that powerhouse of Mother Earth. Allow that etheric line to drop, or like tree roots, just drop. And imagine that wrapping around the central core of the earth and allowing that Mother Earth energy to come up through that etheric line that we've made with our tree roots or our feet. And allow it to come right up to the flat bottoms of your feet and fill your full foot. Bring it up your legs. Give it a little jiggy if it's getting stuck somewhere. With love, honor love to all these cells. Put on your full sensory. See if you can feel it, taste it, see it, own it, know it. Experience it. Coming into the body, into the hips, feeling the full region of the abdomen, up into the lungs and the heart area. Expand the heart. Allow this Mother Earth energy just to wash over your arms, into your hands. Do you feel any tingling? Is it cool? Is it warm? It's all energy. Bring it up into your neck. Allow it to touch every single little piece of cells and space in between each cells in your neck, and up through your head, filling the whole crown, the back of the head, the cranium, allowing that fluid to move in the head, and allowing that Mother Earth energy to come out the crown and spill outside the body as it makes its way back down to Earth itself. Take a moment to sense that energy. Feel your feet on the floor. Do they feel different than when you started? Do they feel more grounded? Do they feel like little bits, like two little cement things? Try to lift them. It's like, wow, can't really even lift them. Experience that for yourself. Now bring that fine line from the perineum up into the spine and take it right up to the divine. We're going to center this beautiful, vast area that we've just nourished with this oxygenated breath. And we're going to continue to use our lower deep diaphragmatic breath and exercise that beautiful diaphragm muscle. Often if I'm working with it, I bring my hands up as I bring the Mother Earth energy up, and then I spill out. And it's like I can touch my whole biofield, the field of my body, and take my hands through it, almost like a little Swiffer dusting my field. And then I bring it up again, and I go straight up, and I connect with divine. I invite you to connect with divine source creator, centering and now aligning. We can move a little bit to see if we can connect. See if we can get that greater sense of connection. And imagine this beautiful gold and white light coming down this etheric line from divine, creator, source, higher self. Allow that to enter into the crown and fill our head with this beautiful golden white light. This beautiful, nurturing, ever so healing golden white light. Allow it to fill the face and the back of the head and into the neck, touching every cell and every space in between each cell. Down in through the torso, the heart, allowing the heart to blend with this beautiful divine energy and the Mother Earth energy. Let it come out the arms and into our hands. So everything that we touch and all the love that we express is there in our hands, in our heart, fortified with this beautiful divine energy into our hips, our legs, into our knees and calves, and ankles and feet. Relax in this space. Oops, forgot to put that in. There we go. Relax in this space. And reconnect with our lower abdomen breath. Bring in the mantra so on the inhale and hum on the exhale. So, hum. So, hum. So, hum. And just allow the breath to be smooth. Allow the brain and the mind to be clear. If something comes up, just gently let it know it's your time. It's private time. Put up the do not disturb sign. I really hope that you can find somewhere in your space, your place, that you can set for a sitting area. I invite you to make that commitment to yourself. I guarantee you will not be disappointed with what shows up. I don't know if you watch any sports, but for me, it's like a great analogy is that if you're kind of watching a soccer game or a football game from the stands, and you've got this sort of bird's eye view on the game, and it's like, oh no, pass it here, and then somebody passes it to somebody else, and it's like, oh darn. It's because you have a broader scope. Meditation does that. It gives you a broader scope. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you for being here. We're just in the outro of the Soham. I'll close with the namaste and the bells and our card. Turn up your lips a little bit for a bit of a smile. Thank you so much for being here today, making the commitment to yourself, having a positive affect on the collective. As you go through your day to day, see if you can tap into the fact that it seems calmer. The collective energy seems calmer. I know it was a big day yesterday. It was 444, and there was a lot of global meditations that I participated in. That no doubt has had an effect. The biggest field wins, and love is the biggest field. It wins for everything and everyone because of the mirror neurons and the collective frequency that we all are a part of and feed. Be in love today. Be in love with you. Be in love with your neighbor. Be in love with your family. Be in love with your city, your province, your country, your state. Be in love with your world. Because once today's over, it's the past. And we don't get to love everybody up today, tomorrow. So we need to do it today. Take some time to journal today, this is the place you want to journal from. Our little love card is offering, follow your dreams. Gosh, that's such an important card. Dreams are important because our mind does not know the difference between imagination, dreaming, and reality. So let us follow our dreams. Follow your dreams. Let's do it together. Yes. I invite you to like the Facebook page and like the video. I invite you to share it and have people participate with you, do a watch party. I'm not really sure on what those are, but I think it would be fun. And here we close. Namaste. I love you. Thanks. Lean into someone today and let them know how much you love them. The world needs it. Make it a great day. Thanks, Bonnie. Lovely to see you. The replays are available. Thank you.